Well, look what I've got here. A whole load of Playmobil mystery blind bags to open. I got a job lot recently. They were only 98 pence each instead of the normal sort of price of about £2, so I couldn't resist. So I will be unwrapping all of these, not all today, but all these and some more as well that I've got. Most of them are from Series 7, it's a mixture of boy and girl figures, and I have a few that I found from Series 6. One girl and there's a couple of boy figures I think from Series 6. So I'll move all these out the way and I'll just concentrate on one of these bags and we'll see what's inside. So this is the first bag I've decided to unwrap. It's a boy figure or male figure from Series 7, item number 5535, and this one is suitable for 5+. Now for any of you interested, when I bought all these, I bought about 14 different figures at the same time. I made sure that the numbers here were all different. So this one's U034, so I don't know whether this number means it's going to be different to all the others, but I made sure that I didn't pick another one of these that said U034. So hopefully all the 14 figures that I picked up for 98 pence each, hopefully they're all different. I didn't do any of the feeling. I know a lot of collectors spend hours in shops trying to feel what's inside, but I've tried that in the past and well, it just takes too long, doesn't it? So, because these were very cheap anyway, it didn't really matter. So, let's see what we've got today. Cut along the dotted line with a pair of scissors. Aha! This looks like, dropped a piece on the floor, have to retrieve that. This looks like it's a king, judging by the crown, judging by this cape, the sword. Oh, that's unfortunate, isn't it? Look. Oh, there we go, it's come out. The sword was right through the king's body. He wouldn't like that at all. So here is the king, and there's one piece that managed to get onto the floor, so I'll just reach down for that. There we go. I think that's what you'd call a scepter. I've never seen a blue one, but anyway. Here's the little leaflet we get with the figures, telling us how to put them together, and also how we can mix and match. If you have more than one of the figures, you can actually chop and change and put different outfits on them and make a completely unique figure, like this one Playmobil have cobbled together. It looks like it's a part diver, part fencer. I think that could be a clown in the middle. So here's the assembly instructions, and there is a certain way of putting these together. And it's a while since I've done this, so I'll just have to refer to the instructions while I'm doing it. But the first thing we need to do is take the gold legs, and this is the central part of his torso, so we need to make sure that goes on the right way. That'll just clip in to the legs there. That's the first bit done. Then we need to take the body and the arms, again making sure the arms are in the right way, because there's a certain way the arms go in, and that's the way they go in. There we go. Then I need to put the legs and body together. He's almost complete. That's it. Pushed him until he's clicked into position, but he hasn't got a head yet. Here's the famous Playmobil smile. Shall I give him his hair first? There we go. Could do with a bit of a haircut, couldn't he? But it was probably the fashion back then, whenever this prince or king figure would have been reigning over his country. The fashion was probably for long hair. There we go, that's on. Then we need his crown, and that seems to come in two parts. So I think that part goes on, there we go. That blue part clicks on the top, and you can pop the crown. I think he must be a king with a crown like that, don't you? And then, now before I put the crown, you see I've made this mistake and I've done this many times. This is for holding his sword, and I should have put that on before I put the body together, so ooh, sorry, I've had to take your body apart. So I think now we'll put his, which way on does it go? Or does it go on that way? Well, that way looks better, that way. Yes, that's it. And put his arms back in. Like that. Hang on a minute. Get his arms in. His arms have to be in before you push the body and legs together until they click. There we go. Now his head can go on. I think that's right. There we go. Finally, we'll pop on the cape. And so he can defend himself if there are any pretenders to the throne. If anyone comes up and says, "No, I am the real king, you are an imposter. You are the son of Ethel the cleaner, the privy cleaner. You were swapped at birth. You should be living in a mud hut, I should be the king." So anyway, if someone comes along like that, this king has his big sword, which doesn't quite push down. Oh yeah, there we go. He has his big sword to defend his kingdom. And of course, like all Playmobil figures, he can hold things in his hand. So he can hold his sword and cut off the head of anybody who dares to question his authority. So there we go, that's the first Playmobil figure from Series 7, The King. Stay tuned because there'll be a lot more unboxings, a lot more mystery figures to unwrap, and many more other Playmobil and other toys to unbox and to have a look at. So until then, it's goodbye.